What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Elizabeth. This is EJ Joyful Plans, and today we are finger painting. That's right, finger painting in my health and wellness spread for the second week of February 2021. I am super pumped for this because, look, I need to redeem myself from a previous spread where I used these Brea Reese watercolor creams. Now, I got the watercolor creams idea from Stephanie from Squared Plans. She used them months and months and months ago. And I was like, oh, I want to play with those too. So I bought them. I did a spread, I think, man, it was October or November using these. And I hated the way it turned out because I used too much water and the paper got wrinkly. And so they've basically been sitting in a drawer, totally ignored for months because I've been too hesitant to deal with wrinkled paper again. But I'm going to try a new technique today, and I have not tested it out, but I think it will work. I want to use these because the stickers I've chosen are from JoJo's Pretty Paper Shop. She has these gorgeous, she did like a vintage collection where everything's like black and white, and I really wanted to use these frames and these bird cages, but I need color in the spread this week because this spread needs to be colorful and something that I want to look at, something that motivates me on my step challenge that I started last week. And so I needed color, and I thought, what if I could like somehow get like washes of color underneath these frames? And that's basically what we're going to do today. I did need some additional boxes. These are from the Colorful Boxes book from the Happy Planner, and these numbers are from the Planner Basics. Let me show you. So I can't remember if I already said this, but I did go ahead and white out the columns. So this is all naked and ready to go. And without further ado, let's plan. Let's get down to it. So I do have a little cup of water ready for my fingers. I've got paper towels ready for blotting off. And I think the first thing I want to do is create the space up here. That's going to be where my workouts go. And I loved what Stephanie from Squared Plans did last week, where she took long the vertical boxes from the Colorful Boxes book, and she twisted them and put them horizontally across. Looked really cool. So I think what I'm going to do is actually create one giant box using pen as a way to kind of save some stickers. So pardon me as I white this out to create one large top section. All right, guys, so I just want to make this one big section, and now I'm going to take a black pen and let's actually we're just going to make a big old bold box and hope I don't regret the way that it looks. All right, folks, the lines are done. They are not straight, but I don't really care that much about it. When I'm doing more kind of artsy-fartsy, like, I don't know, just letting my creative juices flowing vibes go, I don't worry about lines being perfect. So that's up at the top, and now we want to figure out where to place these boxes. And because I don't have 7 of these and I've got these colorful boxes instead, I want to disperse the colorful boxes in with the frames. So what I'm going to do is just figure out where do I want each of these to go. And where these go will determine where I put my color, my watercolor cream. So, and then I will draw lines to make these look like they're hanging as well. But I don't like that this is all kind of matchy-matchy. So let's actually pull this guy up here and pull this one a little lower. There we go. And let's pull this one a little bit lower. I'm always looking at how stickers are balanced on the page. You want them to be kind of like all over the place, but you want it can be difficult. You want it to be, how am I trying to say this? You want it to be like coordinated, but you don't want it to be too symmetrical. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you do, but in cases like this, you don't want to have like a clear, like rippled effect. You want it to be a little inconsistent. That's gonna be kind of hard with this. Maybe we go a pinch higher. The other thing that I'm going to be doing is using these numbers, and these are going to identify what day of the challenge it is. So that's day 8 of the challenge. And I'm okay with just going ahead and sticking these on because that's how they're gonna be when they're actually on the page. 10. Cool. She's looking cute, but just wait till we add smatterings of color. Okay, guys, I'm kind of nervous about this. Little nervous. That Spot Collins makes me a little nervous. Okay. What color should we start with? Should we start with purple? Sure. We do what we want around here. So let me rotate. Can you guys see my water? I don't think you can see my water. That's okay. You don't need to be able to see my water. So I am dipping my finger in the water. My finger is a little wet. I am touching the watercolor, getting it on my fingers, and I'm just going to do this. I'm just patting on color. This is kind of a light color. That is much, much lighter than I was anticipating. Or purple. Let's try the deeper purple. I'm gonna just wet the finger, put in some of that color. Ooh, this is richer. Whoa! That was much more as anticipated. And we're just gonna bleed it out and kind of rub it. Because I don't actually want like my fingerprints on it. But just playing around. Cool! Get a little bit more. Let's go a little bit higher. And just kind of smear. You guys, I am not an artist. I'm just playing here. Let this be a reminder to all of us that we can play with our planners and our trackers and our journals and all that kind of stuff. All right, I'm going to call that good. And let's see how that looks. I'm cool with that. I am cool with that. So I'm going to get going on the yellow, and I will see you guys, well, in no time flat. Guys, we are done with, well, for now, the painting part of it. And because I did this page first, and then I set it aside and did this page, I can see that my technique was muy different. I definitely went lots of color there, and then I slowly kind of mellowed out. So I think what I'm going to do is, I think add a little bit more blue here, a little bit more orange, and a little bit more yellow. So we're going to speed this up again. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I am satisfied with this, and it's given me like all kinds of more vibes. Like, I think I want to do this technique, a similar technique soon, where I actually do like a tie-dye spread. So you heard it here, folks. One of these days, I'm going to do a tie-dye spread, and yeah, using these watercolor creams. I think that would look so cool. So the next thing I want to do is actually just draw lines that go up, so it's like they are hanging from this upper box. So I'm just, you know, squiggly lines, nothing fancy, nothing fancy at all, just so that they're anchored to something. So now they're anchored, yes. And I wanted to use these little guys, and I'm just wondering if I should put some exploding color behind them as well. What do you guys think? If I put this here, I lose some space on Wednesday, but I've got, you know, I can bleed it over into Monday, Tuesday, and then I've got this guy as well that I was thinking I could throw somewhere on here too. I think I do want to put them on there because this is so blank. The other idea would be if I wanted to watercolor the entire top, but I don't think I want to do that. I think that'll be a little too a little too much. So I think I am going to do some, maybe I'll do a variety of colors behind what will be the cages. So I'm gonna, now we're really getting into the play part. I'm gonna go ahead and do a variety of colors and see what happens. So we're gonna fast forward this as well. All right, I like filling this in, and now I'm feeling like maybe up here we need some color. So I'm just gonna kind of stamp over the days of the week. So we used orange. So, and I'm gonna let it kind of splatter a little bit, that's okay. And let's do, let's see, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, only 4 colors. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm gonna throw some on Friday. And wipe off my fingers. I know some of you may be like, dude, this is like so much work for a spread. And I think the key here is some people might see this as work, and for me, it's not. So well, not fun fact, but my dad was an artist. He was a painter, not by profession, but by hobby. And he did sell a lot of his work. And he was really good, and he passed away in 2015. And I love my dad, loved my dad, still love my dad. And, you know, when I sit down and I take the extra time to play and to, you know, take a weekly spread that I know I'm going to be using anyways, I take 45 minutes or an hour to decorate it. I feel like my dad would be proud of me. I'm doing it for me, but part of that is a way for me to feel like I'm connected with my dad. And it's almost like after he died, I kind of awakened this, you know, creative side of me. You know, it was always something that was like his thing. And, you know, I think I was probably the second most creative person in the family, but I don't think I realized how much so until after he died. And so just know, you know, when I'm doing stuff like this and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I could never do it, or dude, all I want to do is like write down my steps for the day. Please, like, do what works for you, that you're comfortable with, that brings you life, brings you joy, and trust that I'm doing the same thing. You know, me putting in this amount of effort, you know, part of it is tracking my steps and making sure I'm motivated to do my steps for the week. But the other part of it is this time where I'm sitting here and I'm just playing and letting, you know, what happens in my brain, you know, letting it come out on paper. So just please don't ever feel like this is too much for you. You can never do this. One, I think you should try if you're interested. And two, just know that the expectation is not that you decoratively plan like this. This is just something that for me brings me life. It brings me joy. And it's a way to honor my dad. So just in case, because I feel the side eyes like, oh my gosh, Elizabeth, it's so much. But again, this is for me. This is for me. So let's go ahead and populate what will be a part of my step challenge for the second week of February. I know that some of you have already seen this, maybe you have not, but this is the step challenge that I've taken on. I found a random one online, and basically, I think I made a couple of changes, but made it custom for me. I was planning to do it in January. That didn't work out, so I've shifted it. I've pivoted it to February. So I'm gonna go on here and see what are my step count assignments for this week. And that way, when I'm doing my workouts and then I'm tracking my Apple Watch stats down here, I can go back up here and go, okay, Elizabeth, your goal was 10,000 steps today. Did you do that? So I'm going to let's grab the Papermate Flare because it's nice and bold. And for the 8th, I am going to walk. It's a rest day. Yay, we like rest days. I'm going to walk 5,000 steps. On the 9th, we're going to walk 8,000 steps. And I like this challenge because it does it ramps up and then it goes back down. Then it ramps up, then it goes back down. So day 10 is 75. This is funny. 75, can you guys see this? 75,000 steps. That is not going to happen. We're going to do 7,500 instead. 7,500. Oops. On the 11th, we're going to do 8,500. Sorry for the squeakiness. On the 12th, it's another rest day, so we'll go back down to 5,000. And on the 13th, we go up to 10,000. Oh, I like that that's on a Saturday. It makes it a lot easier. And then Sunday, the 14th, we're at 10,500. Bam. Okay. So our step counts for the week, our goals for the week have been written in. So this is where I put my fitness watch stats for the week. And right above it, I like to put in my actual step count. So let me grab my colorful boxes. Go back in here. And I'm going to go ahead and add the narrowest of the narrow colorful boxes. Okay guys, so we've got our colorful boxes in. I was going to put them all just straight across, but I don't know. Then I just decided, let's just make them wonky. So I made them wonky. The next thing I'm going to do is go back to this Planner Basics book. And I noticed that on the letters page, or the numbers page, there are these quotes in the corner. Today's the day. Make it happen. Start today. And I think TGIF, you got this. Never give up. So I thought I would go ahead and throw in these quotes throughout this middle section and just see how that works. So TGIF is clearly a Friday, right? And there was one that said start today. So I'm going to add that here. I know this is busy, but I really don't mind for this section because this is really just meant to be inspo. I'm not logging my food this week. Make it happen. Maybe here. Make it happen. And how about today's the day? I've never give up. Ooh, let's do never give up. I'm opting for the never give up too because it's more narrow and I can kind of squeeze it in there. All right. Wow. It looks, this is probably one of the most interesting spreads I've ever done, but it is super, super satisfying. So now I've got, now this side looks kind of naked, looking kind of naked. Do I want to add a quote or maybe like, what if I put this up here and I write some like goals or something? Let's put some color underneath it. Back to the watercolor creams. That looks a little more tie-dye-ish. I'm down with that. I can get down with it. All right, so that did add a little more water, so it is a little wrinkly. Wee little wrinkly. Yeah, and I think up here in this margin, I am gonna just write maybe some reflections on maybe my health-related goals for this year. So that's what we're gonna do. Let me wait a second till it dries. All right, I'm gonna call it good enough. All right, friends, I think that is all I can handle with this spread. There is a lot going on, Let's see what it looks like in discs. All right, guys, we're done. What do you think? Oh, I freaking love it. Love it, love it, love it. This is probably one of the most fun spreads I've had preparing in a while. I am really enjoying playing around with different mediums. Like I said, I know that this is way extra and way over the top if you're just using a planner to plan your life. This for me is a creative outlet and something that kind of, it feeds my soul. And it reminds me of my dad who was so dearly loved. And so this was just a really good time for me, good food for the soul. So I have everything that I need here. I've got space up here for my workouts for the week. I have a reminder of what my step count goal is. And then down here, I'll put what my steps are. And down at the bottom, the stats from my watch. Over here with this cool tie-dye section, which oh my gosh, you guys, I'm totally doing this again. This with the tie-dye look with a clear sticker on top is bomb. This is so pretty. I am going to go ahead and write down goals for the year and just maybe things I want to remember about myself and why I want to lose weight. Just kind of something here related to my journey for the whole year. All right, friends, if you decide to use the watercolor creams, I do hope you'll let me know. Let me know what you think about them. If you do a spread and you put it on Instagram, tag me so I can see how it turns out. My handle is ejjoyful_plans. I'm super active over on Instagram. So if you have not found me over there, please come find me, say hello. Let me know that you found me from YouTube. And until next time, guys, God bless you and keep you. Do something creative today, and I will see you in my next video. Cheers.